Most men waste too much time chasing a woman who already made up her mind. They hold on to hope, thinking maybe she's just busy or she'll come around eventually. But here's the truth. When a woman doesn't want you, she shows it. Not in loud, dramatic ways, but in small, cold, calculated moves. And if you don't catch the signs early, you'll be the guy trying to force a connection that doesn't exist, while she keeps you around for her ego. In today's dating world, women have options. She can scroll through attention, compliments, and offers like it's a menu. If she's not into you, she doesn't have to say it. She'll just act like it, and hope you get the message. That's why it's dangerous for a man to stay blind to her disinterest, because every minute you keep trying to convince a woman who's already checked out is a hit to your self-respect. As a man, you need to learn when to walk away without explanation, without anger, and without regret. The moment you feel you're chasing more than you're receiving, that's the moment you should start observing her actions like a hawk. No begging, no pleading, just clarity. This isn't about playing games. It's about not playing yourself. If you ignore these signs, you'll lose more than her. You'll lose your confidence, your time, and your edge. But if you pay attention, you'll know exactly when to cut it off and keep your power intact. In this video, I'm going to break down the 7 most brutal but honest signs that a woman is not interested in you anymore, and why it's time to walk away like a man who knows his worth. Before we start the video, I want to remind you that my exclusive online course on mastering the dating game is available now. If you've been learning from my YouTube videos, you're only scratching the surface. This course goes deeper, teaching you everything you need to know about the dating game, from approaching a woman to building real attraction. We just finished section 5 in the course, and you won't find this information on videos on my channel. It's easy to access with a secure payment option. Visit stoicapproachtolife.podia.com or click the link in the description to enroll now and improve your dating life. 1. She's always too busy for you. This is the first and most common sign that a woman is not interested in you. And yet, it's the one most men foolishly ignore. When a woman tells you she's too busy, what she's really saying is, you are not a priority. In today's world, everyone is busy. We all have jobs, deadlines, family, responsibilities. But people make time for what they care about. Simple as that. If a woman can post selfies, binge a show, go out with friends, but somehow doesn't have 10 minutes to return your call or message, that's not busyness, that's disinterest. A woman who genuinely likes you will find a way to stay connected. She'll want to talk to you, hear from you, be around you. But when she keeps pushing you off with the same "I've been really busy" line, it's time to stop playing dumb. This is where a lot of men trip up. They make excuses for her. They think she's going through something. They tell themselves she's just overwhelmed. That's how you get stuck in emotional quicksand. Meanwhile, she's already moved on mentally. She's just waiting for you to give up. Or worse, she's hoping you stay hooked so she can feed off your attention when it suits her. The worst part is, the more you chase her when she's giving you the too busy treatment, the more she loses respect for you. You're teaching her that she can give you nothing and you'll still show up. That's not attractive. That's weak. That's the exact opposite of what a high-value man does. Here's the cold truth. When a woman is interested, she's responsive. She asks questions. She makes plans. She checks in. But when she's not, her calendar becomes your competition. And you will always lose that fight. She'll delay texting back for hours, ignore your calls, cancel plans last minute, and expect you to just wait. That's not someone who wants to build anything with you. That's someone who's trying to fade out without having to say it to your face. So what do? You don't argue. You don't explain yourself. You don't chase. You just walk away. You show her that if she's too busy to value your presence, then she doesn't deserve it. You move on without drama and without warning. And here's the twist. The moment she sees you're not available anymore, she might suddenly find time. But by then, you should already be gone, because real interest never leaves you guessing. A man must learn this lesson early. A woman who wants you will never be too busy. And the moment she starts acting like your time doesn't matter, that's your sign to stop giving it to her. Period. 2. Her body language says it all. You don't need a psychology degree to read a woman's body language. It's louder than her words and more honest than any excuse she gives you. If you're paying attention, her body will tell you everything you need to know. The problem is, most men don't want to see the truth. They look for signs she still cares, when everything about her physical presence is screaming the opposite. When a woman is into you, her body leans in, her eyes lock with yours. She smiles often, touches you playfully, closes the space between you. You'll see her angle her body toward you, mirror your movements, and stay engaged when you talk. She'll make physical contact feel natural. That's not by accident, that's instinct. A woman's attraction comes out in how she physically responds to you. If it's not there, don't lie to yourself. Now, when she's not interested, it's a completely different energy. She crosses her arms. She avoids eye contact. Her posture is closed off. She leans away when you talk. If you try to touch her casually, even something as simple as placing your hand on her shoulder, she shifts or pulls away. You can feel the tension in the air. She's not comfortable. She doesn't want to be too close. And she definitely doesn't want to give you the wrong impression. Here's what most men miss. She's not being cold. She's just not feeling it. And rather than embarrass you or reject you directly, she lets her body do the talking. But because you're hopeful, you ignore it. You think maybe she's just shy. Maybe she's tired. Maybe you caught her at a bad time. But that's the trap. Excuses will keep you stuck chasing a woman who has already pulled back emotionally and physically. A woman will rarely tell you straight up that she's not attracted to you anymore, especially if you've already been involved. Instead, she'll become emotionally distant, and her body will follow. She'll stop touching you. Kisses become quick. Hugs feel awkward. Her responses are short. She keeps a physical gap between you. These are not minor changes. These are massive signs that the connection is dying or already dead. And let's be real, attraction is not something you can talk a woman into. It's either there or it isn't. You can't debate your way into her heart. If her body language is dry, closed off, and non-receptive, that's all the evidence you need. Stop ignoring it. Stop trying to fix something that's not mutual anymore. If she pulls away, you don't move closer. You let her go. Real women know how to show interest. And when they stop doing that, you don't need a conversation. You need clarity. Her body is telling you everything. All you have to do is believe it. Don't beg for touch. Don't fight for closeness. When the warmth is gone, walk away with your dignity intact. 3. Conversations feel forced and one-sided. One of the biggest red flags a man can ignore is how a woman communicates with him. If every conversation feels like you're dragging her to talk, if you're always the one reaching out, starting the dialogue, asking all the questions, and keeping it alive, that's not a relationship, that's you entertaining yourself with a disinterested audience. And the worst part is, you know it, you feel it, you just don't want to admit it. In the beginning, when a woman is genuinely interested, her energy is different. She responds quickly. She keeps the conversation flowing. She sends thoughtful messages. She asks you about your day, your plans, your mind. Even if she's not the most talkative person, you can tell she's mentally present. But when that interest fades, so does her effort. Suddenly, her replies are dry. One-word answers, delayed responses. You'll find yourself reading the same "lol," "okay," or "that's crazy" over and over again like she's on autopilot. That's not real engagement. That's her trying not to look rude while secretly hoping you stop texting. This is where men get desperate. They try to force chemistry by being extra funny, overly interesting, or more romantic, thinking if they just say the right thing, she'll open back up. But the more you try, the more the imbalance grows. Conversations should be mutual, not a one-man show. If you're carrying all the weight just to keep her attention, then you're not talking, you're performing. Even worse, she starts responding out of obligation, not desire. You know this because she stops initiating anything. If you don't text first, you won't hear from her. If you don't call, the phone stays silent. And when you finally talk, the energy is flat. She doesn't ask follow-up questions. She doesn't laugh like before. She doesn't seem curious anymore. You're not connecting, you're tolerated. When a woman is interested, her words will pull you closer. When she's not, they push you away without her having to say a single harsh word. She doesn't ghost you, she fades you. She leaves you in a state of confusion. Not because she doesn't know how to communicate, but because she doesn't want to be the one to end it. So instead, she starves the connection slowly, hoping you'll take the hint and disappear on your own. Here's what every man needs to understand. A woman who values you won't make you question whether she wants to talk to you. You won't need to guess. You won't need to double text. You won't feel like you're pulling teeth just to have a basic conversation. It will be effortless, natural, mutual. That's how real connection works. So if your conversations feel like interviews and you're the only one showing interest, don't keep trying to win her back through words. Respect yourself enough to walk away. A man who knows his worth doesn't chase silence. He walks toward peace. 4. She's not emotionally available to you. A woman who wants you opens up to you. She lets you into her emotional world, even if it's just in small doses at first. She shares her feelings, tells you about her day, reveals her thoughts, and includes you in her life. It's not about pouring her heart out every time you talk. It's about emotional connection. When a woman is interested, she wants to be understood. She wants to be seen by you. She wants that deeper bond. But when a woman is not interested in you anymore, she shuts that door completely. She becomes emotionally unavailable. Not because she's emotionally broken, not because she has too much going on, but because she doesn't feel safe or inspired enough to open up with you anymore. That is the harsh truth most men try to avoid. You'll ask how she's doing and she'll just say fine. You'll try to get her to talk and she'll either change the subject or give you shallow answers. She keeps everything on the surface because she doesn't want you to get any closer. And that's your clue right there. A woman who's emotionally checked out will always keep you at arm's length. You'll feel it when you try to talk to her about something meaningful, and she acts distant. She might even get irritated, cold, or defensive. You'll ask, "What's wrong?" And she'll say, "Nothing," even when it's clear something is off. She doesn't want to connect because she doesn't care to, not with you. That doesn't mean she's a bad person. It just means her interest in you has faded, and she's already pulled back emotionally. This kind of emotional wall is a sign it's time to walk away. You cannot build anything with a woman who refuses to share her emotional space with you. If she used to tell you everything and now tells you nothing, if she used to confide in you and now shuts you out, if she used to seek comfort in your presence and now avoids any depth, then you already know the connection is dying. The problem is, you don't want to accept it. You tell yourself she just needs time. You convince yourself she's going through a phase. You keep chasing that closeness you once had, but every time you reach for it, she retreats further. You're stuck in emotional limbo, hoping for something that no longer exists. That's not love. That's self-deception. And the longer you stay in that space, the more damage it does to your confidence and peace of mind. A high-value man does not stay where he's emotionally shut out. He doesn't beg to be let in. He doesn't try to prove himself worthy of attention. He recognizes the wall for what it is, rejection without confrontation. And when he sees it, he makes the bold decision to leave, not because he's bitter, but because he respects himself too much to stay where he's no longer wanted. 5. She prioritizes everything except you. A woman's time and energy go to what matters to her. When she's interested, she'll move things around just to see you. She'll find time in a busy schedule. She'll respond quickly. She'll show up. Even if life is chaotic, she will make sure you feel included in it. That's because when a woman genuinely wants to build something with you, you become part of her world, not an afterthought. But when she doesn't care anymore, suddenly everything else becomes more important than you. Her job, her friends, her phone, even her dog will seem to take priority over spending time with you or maintaining any kind of real connection. You'll notice how hard it is just to get a simple yes from her to make plans. She's always too tired, too busy, or she already has something going on. At first you think she's just overwhelmed with life. But when that pattern keeps repeating, the truth becomes obvious. She just doesn't want to spend that time with you. Let's be clear. We all get busy. Life happens. But people make time for who and what they care about. That's not a theory. It's how human behavior works. So when a woman keeps pushing you down her list, you're not a priority. You're a placeholder. Someone she'll entertain when there's nothing better going on. And that's a brutal pill to swallow, especially if you've already developed deep feelings for her. But if you ignore this, you'll find yourself in a one-sided connection, where your needs, your time, and your effort are always second to hers. This imbalance grows even more noticeable when you realize how quickly she makes time for other things. If her best friend calls, she's out the door. If her coworker invites her somewhere, she's excited. If some other guy sends a message, she'll be texting back with lightning speed. But when it's you, she leaves you on read, cancels plans, makes excuses, tells you she needs space, but has energy for everything else. That's not confusion. That's a clear sign she's no longer invested in you. Men often try to fix this by becoming more available, more giving, more patient. They wait. They hope. They overextend themselves, thinking that if they just hold on long enough, she'll realize how good they are and come back around. But that's not how it works. The more you give when you're not valued, the more she pulls away. Not because she's cruel, but because she already knows she doesn't feel the same and doesn't want to fake it anymore. If a woman doesn't prioritize you, you have a choice: stay and be an option, or leave and reclaim your power. A man who respects himself will never beg to be someone's second thought. When you see her making time for everyone else but you, don't argue, don't complain, and don't ask for more. Just quietly remove yourself. That silence will speak louder than any words ever could. 6. Her body language feels closed off. Sometimes, the loudest signals that a woman isn't interested in you come without her saying a single word. You can feel it in the way she carries herself around you. Her body language, her posture, her eyes, they reveal everything. And if you're paying attention, it's all there. When a woman is into you, she naturally leans in. Her body faces yours. She makes eye contact. Her tone softens. Her voice is more inviting. And she finds subtle ways to be close to you. She'll touch your arm, laugh easily, tilt her head while you speak. Even when she's quiet, her energy is still open. That's attraction showing itself without words. But when she's not interested, it's the complete opposite. Her body closes off. She crosses her arms. She leans away. She keeps physical distance like there's an invisible wall between you. She avoids eye contact. She looks at her phone or scans the room instead of focusing on you. Her face becomes unreadable, her energy stiff. You're talking, but it feels like she's not really there. And deep down, you know that. If you go in for a hug or a casual touch and she pulls away or stiffens up, that's not a small thing. That's a strong sign she's not feeling connected to you. Women are naturally responsive to men they're drawn to. Even if she's shy, her body will still find ways to signal warmth and receptiveness. But when those signals are gone, when everything about her seems guarded, distant, or cold, that's not just a mood, it's a message. What many men do wrong is try to break through that coldness by being more charming, more flirtatious, more attentive. They try harder, thinking her walls just need a little more effort to come down. But in reality, she's already emotionally and physically checked out. She's not closed off because she's playing hard to get. She's closed off because she doesn't want to be gotten, and no amount of effort on your end is going to change that. There's another level to this too: public behavior. If a woman avoids standing close to you in public, doesn't introduce you to her friends, avoids holding hands or showing any affection around others, she's creating a physical and social distance from you. That's not about timing. That's about her not wanting people to associate her with you in that way. That's a sign she's already mentally distancing herself from the idea of being with you. Men often ignore body language because they're focused on words, but energy never lies. You can't fake genuine comfort or attraction, and if her body is constantly telling you stay back, believe it, respect it, that's not a challenge to overcome, that's clarity you need to accept. A woman who wants you won't act like being near you is a chore. She'll naturally respond to your presence, So if everything in her body is telling you she's uncomfortable, distant, or uninterested, stop trying to change her mind. It's not your job to convince someone to be attracted to you. Walk away with your dignity intact. 7. She doesn't care if you walk away. There's a moment every man has to face, whether he wants to or not. It's when you start to wonder, would she even notice if I stopped calling? Would she care if I walked away? And if you have to ask that question, the answer is probably already clear. When a woman is truly into you, she doesn't want to lose you. Even during arguments, even when things are tense, a woman who cares will still fight for the connection. She might need space, but she won't go completely silent. She'll still check in, still show signs she's thinking about you. That's because your presence in her life means something. She values it. She protects it. She doesn't want to risk losing it. But when a woman isn't interested anymore, her indifference says it all. You could stop texting and she'd feel relief, not concern. You could go a whole week without calling, and it wouldn't bother her in the slightest. In fact, she might not even notice. That's when you know you're no longer emotionally relevant to her. And that realization is tough. But it's necessary. Most men keep hanging on, not because they're blind, but because they're afraid to face the truth. So they test it. They pull back just to see if she'll reach out. When she doesn't, they panic and come running back, thinking maybe they didn't try hard enough. But a woman who genuinely wants you will never be comfortable watching you walk away. She'll feel it. She'll respond to it. She'll try to pull you back in. If you go silent and she doesn't chase, doesn't call, doesn't even ask what's going on, that's not strength on her part, it's detachment. It means you've already been removed from her emotional world. And as a man, the most powerful thing you can do in that moment is accept it. Don't beg. Don't question her silence. Don't send that long message trying to explain how you feel, because if she cared, she'd already be asking. She'd already be responding. She'd already be showing you through her actions that she values you. Too many men try to bargain for attention. They stay longer than they should, hoping to prove their worth, hoping that maybe if they love her a little more, she'll finally see them. But women don't respond to neediness. They don't respect desperation. They pull away from it. And if she can watch you walk away without blinking, then you've been giving your energy to someone who never deserved it in the first place. You don't need a loud rejection to know when you're not wanted. Sometimes the silence is enough, the lack of reaction, the emotional dead space where her effort used to live. That's when you walk. Not because you're angry, not to make a point, but because you've seen the truth, and now you respect yourself enough to leave without needing her to explain it. When a woman is no longer interested, the signs aren't subtle. They're just painful to accept. But as a man, your strength lies in recognizing when to stop chasing someone who's already let go. You deserve someone who's excited to hear from you, shows up for you, and values your presence. Stop justifying her distance, stop begging for her attention, and walk away with your dignity. The right woman won't make you guess. She'll make it clear she wants you. And until you meet her, protect your energy, respect your worth, and never settle for being someone's option. And remember, if you're serious about mastering the dating game, don't miss out on my exclusive online course. We go beyond what's covered in these videos, giving you powerful insights from the first approach to lasting attraction. It's easy to enroll with a secure payment option. Visit stoicapproachtolife.podia.com or simply click the link in the description to secure your spot. Don't wait until it's too late. Take action now and start transforming your dating life today. I want to especially appreciate you for taking your time to watch till the end of this video. I hope the video helps you improve every aspect of your relationship with women. Until next time, this is Stoic Approach to Life.